What's good? It's Chigozi. It's Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. Michelle would like to see some information on the Honduras refugees, and she saw one of the refugees putting up the beast hand sign, as we see plenty of times in the media, dead giveaway. All this stuff is staged to tug at our emotions and believe it. What a sick world. I hate the devil. Well, one thing I can guarantee you we're going to see this video is how this stuff is all staged to tug at our emotions and to believe it. Run by this gang of psychopathic Zionist Jew Scottish Rite Freemasons, the New World Order. That's why first off they brand their propaganda saying 7,500 caravan migrants continue to march to U.S. This is more propaganda. The whole Trump wall, because he's predicting the collapse of Wall Street or something at least very negative happening with there. That's why he's using that mocking. Wall 48, Donald Trump 48. D is the fourth letter, O is the 15th, 1 plus 5 is 6. So you add those all together, you get 48. This is Kabbalah, this practice I'm doing from birthdays to when things happen, using gematria, the practice of coding numbers behind words. This is a form of Jewish mysticism, the Kabbalah. And it's about how God created the world, combining the letter with the number. And through that, you're able to apply it into scripture and get a more esoteric meaning of the world around you. And that's exactly what you can do, because they are Kabbalists, the people who run the media, who run the federal government, who run these sporting leagues. They run Yahoo. They do it all by the numbers. Everything is coded with this gematria code, and using that, you can further see into the world around you. Perfect. Our strength is greater than Trump's threats. 58-story tall Trump Tower. He hired 58-year-old Steve Ray for his campaign. It was the 58th presidential election. And hear this string of propaganda. Our strength is greater than Trump's threats. Sums to 508 using alphabetical order. They are definitely doing that. They're definitely trying to code the number 58. Freemasonry 58. Secret society equals 58. So we just got into the video. We already see how this is coded propaganda from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Annuit Coeptus 58. Scottish. Doesn't sum to, well, it does. Sums to 58. Reversing the alphabetical order, H is 19, because A is 26, Z is 1. So with H 19, 1 plus 9 is 10. So reducing that only once, you get 58 when you add them all together. In God we trust, 58. We the people, 58. So you see how all these things that are on the back of the piece of green Zionist Jew paper, the fake tokens that they use to control you, have the number 58, Annuit Coeptus, all that. So here we have a 100-second video. 60 seconds plus 40 is 100 seconds. Minute 40. This is propaganda from Honduras. Honduras equals 100. 100-second video. So again, New World Order, using the alphabetical order, sums to 75 when you reduce each letter to a single digit. But without reducing the alphabetical order, you get 174. About 1,500 miles still stands between them and the U.S. border. Cancel 38, death 38, killing 38, murder 38. If you're up 15, you get 38. And I'm sure there's more there. So you see, this is an organized border. To get all these people to do this is not hard. Just like how you can use any sort of propaganda to get a lot of people to show up to a sports game, to show up to a festival, to show up to anything, to protest, to do something. So but this is a contrived event. It was instigated, installed by their federal government, which is yours as well. This one world order, Scottish Rite Freemasonic gang. You know, gotta have the boy crying, wearing orange. Or if you're at orange, you get 33, just like Mexico. This is Mexican propaganda from the Mexican government. Mexican 33, Mexico 33, orange 33. Donald Trump is a Mexican actor for the country of Mexico. I say it to emphasize, it is all the same. All this Trump against Mexicans, it's all an act. Don't be surprised if he loves him. The guy is just a character actor. This thelemic actor, so let's start from the beginning. But real quick, that's 311 to 64 prime, thelema 64, synagogue of Satan 64. But look at this. Michelle L. even mentioned how she saw one of the refugees putting up the beast hand sign. Again, this mark of the beast 666 to do this. We all know what that is. Dead giveaway. Or, you know, they also do the horns as well. But dead giveaway. You see how she mentioned this. Well, as I was looking through this propaganda, look at this piece from UNHCR. This is from the UN. This is their propaganda. See? It's all this is a propaganda software application. Because that's all UN is, a propaganda outlet. A theater troupe from the Jewish bankers. Honduran refugee risks all riding the beast in Mexico. You know, they're talking about riding the beast. It's that phrase. You know, the beast from Revelation 13:18. So they're mentioning it here. She's seeing them put up the hand sign. And in Jewish gematria, the beast equals 311. So we have Donald Trump in a tweet at 311. The beast represents time. Donald Trump is an actor playing the role of Saturn, the keeper of time. Thelema honors the number 93. They're into Saturn worship. Donald Trump, Thelema always paired. Of course, that's a reflection of 113. Look at this. Saturn, the keeper of time. Look, we have pi 3.14 in the next tweet from this time actor. Time 47, Trump 47. If you write out 22 divided by 7, you get 314. Always occult propaganda every single day. Yeah, this shit's a bunch of Yahoo bullshit. Exactly. I love how it's called Yahoo, but it just mocks all the people. Just yodeling away, a bunch of crap propaganda. People need to stop believing this instantly. The president amped up his anti-immigration rhetoric the following day, writing on Twitter that there were criminals and unknown Middle Easterners among the caravan. Of course, they have to put Middle Easterners, fusing them inside this propaganda. Very easy to do. They have similar skin complexion. You see how it's very easy for them to do that? First of all, I don't see any Middle Easterner here anyway. I don't. Because there's not. It's a bunch of fake news propaganda. And if there are, they're planted actors paid for by the federal government, the Catholic Church, the judicial order, putting on all this propaganda. I wish I knew what his hat said. I'm not even going to guess. It looks like an NBA hat, or no, a tennis hat. See, look, I don't even know. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know it's probably a very important. Is that, Miami Heat. We're going to do Miami's gematria, see why he's holding a Miami Heat hat. There's propaganda. Miami 45. You see this? Miami 45. Mr. 45, Donald Trump, the 45th president. This is his propaganda. Sun 27.9, 36 in ALW. I also like how Miami comes to 79, the 22nd prime Jewish gematria. Miami Heat 56 like Society of Jesus. Miami Heat equals 79. Just like how Miami equals 79 in Jewish gematria. The Jewish bankers who run the NBA, Adam Silver is one of their actors. They're coding all this by the numbers. So Heat with these numbers, Heat 7420, time 20, 47, pi 16. It's just that ritual. Time 61, reflection is 16. So I hope people are so far following along. The Miami Heat 58, like Freemasonry. 112, like Donald. Literally have the number for Donald on his hat. Well, they have the team representing that. Donald John Trump 68 and Donald J. Trump 68. I've already shown this a lot. 68 is a very special number to Donald Trump. You can just see in his name. No matter how you write it, now you write out the full name. 68. Reversing with the initial, and he loves to go by Donald J. Trump. And then here we have 68 reducing without reversing. And we all have that in the Miami Heat. And again, Donald 112, mathematics 112, circle 112, pi, circles. I hope you understand how this is all syncing up. It's very easy to see when you decode Donald Trump's propaganda. It's always the same flavor every single time. You know, of course, we got to see blame the Democrats. This is all sorts of divisive. Saying that there's Middle Easterns there, talking about the Democrats. I mean, this is complete divisive propaganda. The only thing they're missing is black people. I mean, they have the white shaming. They have Donald Trump. Donald Trump's guys. You have to understand every single thing Donald Trump does is white shaming, programming the world to have a very stereotypical view of white people in that light. It's a multifaceted agenda. So shit needs to be stopped. It's all divide and conquer, order out of chaos. And the only people that are not being divided are the Zionist Jew, false Jew banker tyrants and their clan. You know, the 43 homicide rate is 43, killing equals 43. What does homicide mean? You know, for those who aren't really familiar with the English language, homicide, killing, and we have 43, the act of one human killing another. I didn't make this up. The Jesuit order who crafted your language made this up. They did it all by the numbers. They sonic 43. They're into killing. So according to the study, the country has a homicide rate of 43 for every 100,000 citizens. Unbelievable. It's just by the numbers propaganda, no matter what you do, no matter where you look. And I say this all the time. If you want to see how the masses are programmed by this propaganda, you don't have to talk to any of your friends or coworkers. You can literally read the comments inside all this propaganda. Everyone gives their bullshit, retarded opinion. You know, instead of just calling it the shit for what it is, fake news propaganda by the numbers. So I like this guy, though. Isn't it magic? Yeah, you always will find some comments that are sensible. Isn't it just magic how every day the number of migrants doubles? How do all these extra people catch up with the larger group? By tomorrow, it'll be twice as many again, and by next week, it'll be the entire nation of Honduras. You see that? 200 likes, too. See, this is the type of people we need on our side. This is the type of people we need more in the world of. We need to get rid of... So this person too. See, so I spoke wrong about these people, but you know what I mean. Go on YouTube. YouTube's the best place. YouTube has the dumbest comments from the most programmed people. So does Twitter. Thank God we have Laura and Incredulous giving us some insight. So thousands of people from countries that the U.S. has given hundreds of millions of dollars in aid just happen to organize and start marching toward the U.S. in time for November elections. Makes sense. You see that? It's all scripted propaganda. You see how these people have no idea what gematria numerology is? I can probably safely assume that. But you see how they already are saying this doesn't make sense. This is bullshit propaganda. You know, I can't get over what they're saying. It's amazing. This guy's probably telling you maybe this could be the, government front organizations putting in. They're probably all speaking truth. So I spoke wrong about them earlier, but I hope you get the idea. The comment section is very good to see people's program. But they spelled it out for you. Anyone watching this video and you can't follow the numbers because you're new or something, just read what those two people said. That should explain enough. This is crap, fake propaganda, orchestrated by this numerical system. I just wish I knew the day it started. I'm sure I can find that, but we'll probably find it naturally. right in the beasts. You know, they're quoting Beast, by the way. Beast 88, like Trump. They like to quote and sync up Trump. Trump from the 11th state, New York. Trump equals 47 and 88. It's all by the numbers nonsense. 10 facts about Honduran refugees. Probably just 10 pieces of propaganda from the federal government. It's usually what these are. You know, the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program, that is a front put on by the government, and they even brand it with U.S. That's why I love how the USA puts their name and everything, because then it just makes it easier to just putting this shit on. Whenever anything American, U.S., I mean anything around this world, but we can start small. Anything with U.S. this, U.S. that, federal this, federal that. Is from this gang of Masonic Zionist Jew Jesuits.
We're on our way to a neighborhood called Valle de Sulados.
You can check it out if you want. You know, probably get a copyright claim for that anyway. So I hope this is a good amount of information. I clicked on this. I saw. I mean, I've never seen this blog before, but who knows? It was on the front page of Google. It's called American Thinker, but they're here giving their opinion about the propaganda, not saying how, you know, why can't this, right? Why can't she write a whole entire piece about what these two people wrote? I think that's a very simple question. And just ask yourself that. Ask yourself, next time you log onto any blog, someone's information, you know, are you going to read bullshit about the narrative? Are you going to read some nonsense, just going off the narrative, going off what they read in the news, giving their stupid opinion that doesn't make any sense? Or are you going to listen to reasonable, rational people and think about what they're saying? And why? And if this was actual information that was meant to really enlighten you, why can't they write a whole piece based on what they're saying? Just from what I grasp, it's not. It's all talking about propaganda. I mean, they're even putting 100 migrants paid in cash. But they're not telling you that they're paid in cash to put on this event, to do all this, you know, paid actors, all that. Oh, wait. I just ragged this one too. I should have read it. This guy's also saying how it's wait, what? So these people are all saying it's fake. Why is the world believing this? But I hope you get what I said. You get a lot of publications coming out saying, you know, for example, American Immigration Council. Here we go. This is from, you know, .org. It's Whitbill Official. The media campaigns. At the end of the day, those people aren't telling you how it's all by the numbers. It's all a bunch of crap. So, you know, they're still at fault there. I think people need to wake up and start showing what's really relevant. Like, yeah, these are good points. At least they're showing people that it's fake. At least I hope that's what this is. That's what I kind of gathered. But, you know, of course, I should have just used The Guardian. Did The Guardian say anything like that? Here we go. Has The Guardian said anything about any of these things? So I guess American Thinker might be some legit news, or at least putting out some sort of truth. I mean, look, but we go to The Guardian. This is actually a really good lesson because people say, how do you know what's what? How do you know what's... You just read the propaganda. You notice how I went there. I made an erroneous assumption based on the name and just how it was on the front page. I didn't really read it, but I read it. I saw it, and you could say, oh, it fits what you want. No, it doesn't fit what I want. They're logically telling you how these people are being paid to come over. They're doing this, or it's all orchestrated. That's what all this shit goes back to. Everything they're saying is how it's all orchestrated, and it obviously is. It's not organic. So we go to The Guardian. Are they telling us anything like that? Nope. They're going off all the propaganda, telling us about Trump, you know, all the little numbers in this. And of course, and then to top it off, we get Olivin Castellanos, 58. Just like how the thing Trump said, something 58, 508. Remember this times to 508? We go to The Guardian now. So notice how American Thinker and those two comments are at least showing us something, another line. That's all by numbers. And we come to The Guardian and Yahoo, we get the number 58 in both of those. Freemasonry, 58. This is how you can tell what is Freemasonic propaganda. In that American Thinker article, there wasn't even any numbers, I don't think. Or was, I guess these. There's always naturally going to be a few, but see how they didn't repeat them? But CNN, what do they do? They'll talk about 3 to 4,000. They'll mention it again, or they'll just have a 34 later on, you know? They'll repeat the numbers again and again. This right here, 2,200, they'll repeat that inside mainstream media, CNN propaganda. And of course, again, I mean, this guy, but you see what I'm saying. He's going off the narrative saying Obama is still bitter and hurling tin pot dictator epithets. I like what he's saying. I like how he's saying what Obama's saying is bullshit. But look at this. This is what I'm saying. We all know about how he knew that his Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, was operating an off-the-books illegal private server for the purpose of evading freedom of information. But she wasn't. The news propaganda programmed into this person's head that happened, and now they're here, you know. Now we all know that, you know what I'm saying? Because he heard it in the news, he believed it, and now we all know it. That's not how life works, bro. Like, no. So that's what I was trying to say. Is people are deceived. At least his piece on Honduras was good from what I skimmed. But again, these people aren't really giving the full truth anyway. But I hope you can still see how that's different than this. The 58 code, I see all these numbers again and again. They mentioned the 7,500 again. All sorts of different numbers on the page, just all grouped up. These emotional photos, just shit like this. And then the Guardian with their 58-year-old Olivin Castellanos. I mean, it's just a bunch of fake news propaganda. So everyone, that's like a big naysayer, denier thing. Well, how do you know what's what? Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Well, we're doing it. We've been doing it, and you can see. Freemasonry, 58. The Reflection to 85. And 67. 22, the master builder number. Olivin Castellanos sums to this. This is Freemasonry. This is their propaganda. 58, with the X exception, 67. This is just so perfect. Castellanos, 49, like Scottish. Pillar 68. Revelation 121, 49, Blood Sacrifice 121, 86, and then Olivine 81, Ritual 81, forwards and backwards. This is a ritual, literally. Having all these people line up and do all this border stuff. Ritual 81. Real quick, Berlin Wall equals 45. That's what Donald Trump's Mr. 45. Selected on the 27th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. That thing we decoded earlier to something. Oh, yeah. That's why we had Miami. Miami, see, 45-27 on that kid's hat. Because Donald Trump selected the 27th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall something 45. This is exactly why. And again, we're taught. It would be one thing if this was in some piece of propaganda about Melania Trump's plastic surgery, any sort of surgery she's doing, or Ivanka or Obama, right? No, we're talking about immigrants crossing the border where he wants to build a wall. This is literally the wall propaganda. And he's holding a hat that says Miami, what sums to 45-27. 45 the Summit Saturn Patrick Square, Sun 27, Saturn Sun Ritual with Donald Trump as turning actor, selected 27 years from the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall 45. Do you see how this picture is very relevant then? You know, Donald Trump's also orange. I mean, they put him all his makeup and make him look orange in the media. I think this picture seals the deal right here. And you see how Gematria showed us this. You know, why can't American Thinker show us Gematria? That's what I would love to see. And who knows? The American Thinker could all be disinfo, bullshit from the Freemasons. I've never seen it before. But, you know, I give them the benefit of that when I can. But you can even see how it's so different than this mainstream media bullshit. You know, 45-day visit permit. That's what I'm saying. Berlin Wall 45, Donald Trump 45th president. Saturn 42, Reflection 24. Mexico 33 is one orange. Please never give $1 to the Guardian. You're wasting your money. You're being scammed by the federal government. The Guardian is their propaganda. Your tax dollars already go to the Guardian's pockets. So never click this. If you do, if you pay with credit card, cancel your charge. Say that, just dispute the charge. Get your dollar back. Please. I'm not even kidding. So I hope this covered a lot. Thanks again, Michelle, for this suggestion. Holy shit, 25 minutes. Well, I'm going to stop here no matter what. But I hope this is comprehensive enough. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope I didn't mutilate some of these people too much. American thinker, if you're legit. But again, if you're legit, please stop talking about the narrative. Unless you're showing how it's completely contrived. Don't play into it. Like, we all know that Hitler had a legal server. No, we don't know shit. They're telling us this shit in the media. And I hope you're able to discern between that and this. 58-year-old Mr. Castellanos, his name substitute 8567, like Freemasonry, 5867, and here 58, 580, just to make sure they got the 58 in the English Ordinal. Right here. New World Order, 75, Scottish Rite, 57. These Scottish Rite Freemasons putting on this propaganda. October 22nd is when this was published. Day with 43, life lesson number. Talk about the 43 homicide. But, this started some other day. But for the hell of it, we'll just see when this piece was published on Donald Trump's birthday and then close the video. Because I wanted to do that with something, but I didn't get a concrete date. Because there's so much other information here. So we have, he's born June 14th. 130 days, 4 months, 8 days. Wall equals 48. I mean, come on. Someone was wondering what's the common, there's no common denominator. I mean, there is a common denominator. If you're looking at it that way, it's all these methods, and especially the birthday. If you want to take one thing, it's always from the birthday of the subject of propaganda. Your birthday is very special to you, very special. Well, they're making it special through their programming, very special to them. Birthday equals 42. Four months, 8 days. Wall, 48. Donald Trump, 48. 4 months, 8 days from his birthday. He's participating in this propaganda. It's also 4 months, 9 days. Revelation 49. Span of 131 days. 131, the 32nd prime. Scottish 32. 49. Again, Honduras is Gematria. Didn't really see too much of this inside the coding. Honduran 121. Already saw that too earlier. So peace out. Take care. See you next video. These are what? Honduras refugees. So, since they're Honduras refugees, reversing alphabetical order equals 130. And this propaganda that we saw on Yahoo coming out 130 days from Donald Trump's birthday. Very clear what this propaganda is. Refugee also equals 67. Going back to all the 67s we've seen on 122, on 10/22. It spent 131 days. Donald Trump's birthday, 131, the 32nd prime. Refugee 122, 10/22, publishing this propaganda. This is 122. Let's just humor this. Maria Pasquini, see why she was assigned to this piece of propaganda. Refugee 67. Marina Pasquini 67. You see how this is all coded? You see how the entire world of news entertainment, refugees 86, using alphabetical order, Marina Pasquini 86, refugees 67, Donald J. Trump 148. Donald J. Trump 148, refugees. Now we'll see how they all match. Might as well do her last name too. 43, there's another 43 we've seen. President 110, Trump 47, Authority 106, 110, Jesuit 110, Maria 42, and Freemason. Donald J. Trump, Maria Pasquini, see, refugees, 67, all those, 86, like refugees. I hope everyone's following along. The house is all synced up by the numbers. Again, Trump 47. So there we go. And if this girl, writes any more propaganda, understand it will sync up with what she writes there too. So my next video, I'll see you then. I will continue to give more explanations on the birthdays and how that's significant, because I know I do it all the time and I want to emphasize and drive home why that is. But I mean, it should be pretty clear now as to why and as to how it works. Peace out. Research more about Kabbalah. This is what this is. Hermeticism, Freemasonry, science.